What did you like most about the way you guys played tonight?
Um, Turnovers. That's turnovers. Be under control. Play together. Let the game come to us. I think everybody had a good, solid game. Nobody forced it. Uh, Guarded. Get the stop we needed. Uh, Great game, complete game from all around from everybody.
You guys are 8-0 in games Moody starts.
Yeah.
Steve says that, this starting group is probably the one that he wants to continue going
Right.
forward. What do you like about that group?
I think is Draymond to be able to control everything, speed, but a lot of smart guys on the court with VP, handling, taking a lot of pressure off Steph, bring up the basketball, and Steph can go down and rest instead of like putting pressure on him. Jimmy controlling the paint, and Draymond just quarterbacking and making the right reads when teams put on double teams on Steph, and Moses knocking down shots, and they defending really well too. That group defends really well.
Buddy, what's your thoughts about coming back here where you had a few years in your career, come back, and have this type of performance and see your team do well in the process?
I mean, it's basketball, just regular, Yeah, I was out here, but like, there's no hard feelings or towards Sacramento. Or this is a business of basketball, and I'm happy where I'm at. I went to Indiana, Philly, and now Golden State. I'm just happy to have a job in this league. So it doesn't faze me come back to Sacramento, but it's always good to get a win here, and it's always good not to see that beam in the sky tonight.
Next question. The team had 40 assists.
Yeah.
I think like four players probably had like six or more assists. Talk about the passing, moving the ball around tonight on the floor.
This team passed the ball really well, and I think we preach on moving the ball and getting good shots, getting the best shot available, and starts off with Steph with his gravitation, and Draymond, and I think Jimmy's a willing passer. He's one of the best passers I've seen. He's aggressive when he's looking to pass first, and then the games come to him. But BP, great passer. Everybody's playing basketball the right way, and we know the sense of urgency to lock in and taking one game at a time.
Buddy, there was a lot of talk. You guys, during the All-Star break, you talked about the confidence really being up on this team since Jimmy Butler came. Some big expectations for you guys in the second half of the season. What type of a statement does a win like this make, and how does this help you guys to start this post All-Star push?
You never can take any winning in the NBA is hard, but just take it day by day, game by game, quarter by quarter, just executing, playing hard on defense. Some days we can make shots, some days we're not gonna make shots, but like just finish the game the right way. We get a tough one against Sunday against Dallas, and we owe them one, but they've been playing really well, so we could take it quarter by quarter and hope we can get that one up in the Bay.
Buddy, Steve said before the game, he was talking about the decision to put Brandon back in the starting lineup, and he was adamant that it had nothing to do with the way you were playing.
No.
And it didn't sound like it was just coach speak, you know what I mean? When a coach comes out and says something like that, does that make it a little easier? I'm sure you want to start, but when a coach says it has nothing to do with the way he's playing, does that make it easier for you to accept, I guess?
I mean, I'm a basketball player, man, and I'm a guy that whatever Steve needs me to do, I'm gonna play my role to the best ability, whether it's start, come on the bench, and I've done that my whole career in the NBA. Doesn't matter if I start or not, and you just get to accept the role, whatever the team needs you to do, whether it's 25 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, be willing to accept the role. And I think once you were able to accept that and be your best version of yourself in those roles that was presented to you, everything just tends to come to you. Like the game's more easier, and I think Steve does a great job because, like, I have a lot of coaches that don't pass the information around to you, and so Steve does a great job of just letting us know before, and it doesn't come to us in a way where it's like hard feelings, but just what's best for the team, and I think either way you put me, I'm good either way, but I'm just doing what the team needs me to do, and try to play my minutes, and just all that matters about winning basketball games.
The confidence he seems to instill in you guys.
Yeah, I mean, from first game, for certain possessions where he might not have something going, and he can create a shot for himself or somebody else. He's always under control. He sees the floor so well. I don't know how many people understood how good of a passer he was. I know Coach talked about that after the first game, but he can get to his. He can take advantage of the space on the floor. Usually makes the right play, and we're starting to figure out, a good chemistry with him. So yeah, it's been a easy transition.
You took like 30 shots a game for a stretch there, and this tonight you took 3.5. Do you feel like you got another superstar next to you and you can kind of get off the ball with a little bit more ease?
I mean, a lot of that is Sacramento. They do some wild defenses. Last time we were here, even before Jimmy, it was a very similar vibe, but us controlling the second half had a lot to do with the experience, but also Jimmy's presence. That lineup when I was off the court, I think it was him, Draymond, Buddy was out there for a good amount, QP. I forget who the fifth guy was, but you look at the plus minus, there's a reason that they took advantage of those minutes, because when you have a lead and you're able to control possession, still get stops, that has a lot to do with him and the presence and the confidence that he exudes out there on the floor.
Steph, there was a lot of talk during the All-Star break. You know, you guys were really talking about expectations and your confidence level. I know Draymond said you guys were going to win the championship. What does a game like this do right out of the break in the second half, as far as making a statement and getting some momentum for you guys for this playoff push?
We have a 27-game playoff push. I mean, we finished before the break 3-1 with Jimmy on the squad, and the Houston game and tonight are huge. To keep momentum and then maintain it coming in to this first stretch out of the break. So you don't want to talk it up too much, but because every game is important, to be honest. But from practice yesterday, shoot around this morning, we were pretty locked in. It was good energy, good understanding of what we needed to do to win this particular game, and now we got to do it again against a team that we lost to a week ago. So every game is important.
Steph, we won't talk to you before Sunday. Can you talk about your thoughts about Andre Iguodala getting his number retired and how maybe Jimmy's kind of similar to Andre and the fact that his presence can change a team's dynamic so much?
Yeah, from 2013 when we got Andre in free agency to 4 championships later, even that last year where he didn't play much, but he was such a presence, off the court in the locker room. We don't have, those banners without him. He was a Swiss Army knife, a guy that just knew how to impact winning and did it at a high level, a consistent level, and big moments too. So it's going to be exciting to just celebrate him and see, how much this means to him. The first of this era going up there. So excited to be a part of it.